This is Andy with OTC Showcase. Today I want to take a look at VirTra Systems. It's a pink sheet stock trading under the ticker VTSI. It's a very interesting chart. Take a look at the overall chart real quick. Looks like it's really at a decision-making point. We're seeing some things channeling sideways for quite a while. Nice pop here back in February, January. Nice gains, obviously, from 0.6 up to a dime. Since then, it's slowly trickled back down. It looks like it's starting to try and iron out a bottom. For the last month, it's been basically trading, in this channel between 0.65 and not quite 7, right around 7, trading in that channel. What we're going to look for now is this bottom support level, first and foremost, to hold at 0.65. Very bottom support down here at 0.6, so we're not within 10% of the bottom support. But we'd like to see this channel maintain. You see all the short-term moving averages have converged. You see them all 0.67, 0.67, 0.67. The longer terms, 50 and 200 day, have now cut through it, and the price per share is trading slightly below this. The Bollinger Bands, we can see, have tightened all back up. They look like they're starting to try and gap a little bit. See, they're trying to turn. So we're going to be looking for this to hold and see if these are going to pull back together or not. Just a little bit of an indication of a possibility of a drop, but most importantly, we want that support level to hold. These lower indicators, and you take a look at this from a long term, and a quick short term, is it looks like it's going to try and break back down a little bit. The histogram's heading back down. You can see it's a little bit of a downward trend over the last probably week and a half, heading back down to 0. We look at it that way, it looks like it might still continue to test that support level. But when you look at it this way, in a little bit longer of a term, it's actually trending up. No divergence per se going on, because the price per share is actually trended up over that same time. The thing that's interesting to note is how low this ADX is. Down at 7.76. We're going to want to see this try and make some kind of a turn. This chart's going to take some kind of direction here in the near future. The ADXs are both still, it's a little bit deceptive with only, they're down low at 15 and 20. A lot can change very quickly with them. So we're not getting a great, that's actually a bearish cross, but when they're that close, you can see that they can change directions, very quickly to cross back over each other when they're that close together. MFIs are down low. Accumulation distribution is a thing that's encouraging, because we're seeing a long-term uptrend here dating back, to November, where the chart has actually been in a little bit of a downtrend, even when the selling was going on here, and then again here, accumulation distribution still hanging in there and trending up. So that's a good thing to see. Taking money flow back in the green. CCI, see that 50 range is always a tough range for this still. You want to see it get back over 50 to get bullish. CCI's turned down a little bit, heading towards negative 100. We're getting the tricks is at a slight uptrend. Right in through there. For the last 2 months, a month and a half, it's been actually heading down. Overall, we're seeing it make a little bit of a turn, always trying to make higher lows. So we're getting a lot of mixed indicators going on for the next week, maybe in a short term, but on a little bit longer of a term, when you're going to take this back 3, 4, 5, 6 months, we're seeing some positive things going on. RSIs, I touched on before, it's the only indicator I didn't really comment too much on. In quite a sideways channel again. Right in through that area. We're going to want to see this, maintain. We don't really want to see it dip down into oversold. If it dips down into oversold, I'd say that's a fairly decent buying opportunity, because if it goes down into oversold, chances are it's going to be down touching a 6 again, tested 6. And you can see when it's gone into oversold, we've seen it try to correct itself right away. The last time it went into oversold is when it made the move, almost 100% move, about 80% move. So we're going to look for this to iron itself out. We're going to take a look at this not as a chart for tomorrow necessarily, as a chart for, let's hopefully this support level, or even at worst a double bottom sort of mentality. This will iron out and start to roll up and get this is going to be very nice if these indicators, because the ones that have dipped down a little low, if this irons itself out and starts to make a move upward, they're going to have a lot of room to move to the north side, to the positive side. And the other indicators then will maintain the divergences in the uptrend. So the chart can take a very nice look over the next couple weeks onto what you look for if it does start to make a move. Obviously, the first thing it needs to get through is 0.7. It's a pretty decent resistance level right now. It was a support level in the past back here in the end of February. We always say that classic TA, support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support. So this support level that fell is going to be resistance now, and you can see it's had a hard time over the last month trying to get back above it. So we're going to look for this to make a curl to the north side, and we'll hopefully over the next month or so get the PPS back over top of these longer term, the 50 and 200-day moving averages, and the chart's going to have a completely different look. So we're going to look for these basic things to hold and look for this to move forward over the next month or so. We'll do regular updates on VTSI and see how the chart's doing. This is Andy with OTC Showcase.